Hello, hello. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Just fixing my shit up real quick. Just fixing my shit up real quick. What's going on? What's going on? Chris, how's it going? Truth, what's going on? Chris, check audio. I got it. I got it. I got it. Just fixing my shit up. I got it. All good. Audio is all good now. I hear you now. Yeah, I heard that. I had this on mute because I was like doing something real quick. So I just wanted to make sure. All right, we're good now. We're good. We're good. Hopefully, everyone is having a beautiful Friday night. Today is Friday, right? Bro, I can't even fucking remember, bro. I'm always fucking forgetting. I'm always fucking forgetting. But yeah, I'm loving it. All right. So, real quick, Truth, what's going on, Everett? Truth, nothing but the truth to help this this ass cheeks. What's going on, Everett? Hopefully, you are doing well. Hopefully, everyone is doing well so far. Put some music. It's like way too quiet, bro. It is way too quiet. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. What's up, Anthony? Yo, buddy. By the way, I'm getting Superman tickets this week. That's awesome, bro. This week, I got my shit the day it was announced, bro. The day it was announced, it was a wrap, bro. It was a wrap. I was like, yep, I'm getting this shit. I wasted no time. There was no hesitation whatsoever. I was getting my shit. No one was gonna fucking stop me to do this, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm getting this shit, bro. So, my Twitter is locked. So I can't use Twitter for like 6 days. So I can't retweet or post shit. Fucking assholes. So I gotta wait until the 6 days so my Twitter is unlocked. And then I can start using my Twitter again. But I can still see the news, so that's a good thing. I just can't interact. I just can't interact, which is fine. But again, I talked about this in a video. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. Share screen. What am I doing? What am I doing? There you go. Again, I love this poster. This poster is amazing. This is by far my favorite poster. I fucking love this poster. I think out of all the posters that's been released, this one's my favorite. I fucking love this. I adore this poster. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I want more of this. James Gunn just reposted it on his Twitter. So yeah, this is golden. This is golden right here. This is golden. I love it. I love it. I'm loving everything. I'm loving everything so far. Chris, I got my 3 tickets locked and loaded for July 11th, 8:45 p.m. here in Toronto. That's cool. Love it. Love it. Do you think that we will get an announcement about Batman at San Diego Comic-Con? Probably at Batman? Maybe. I'm not gonna say no because again, you never know. But I mean, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. That would be dope. It depends on how big the movie is. If the movie's really big, then I feel like James Gunn and Warner Brothers are going to be super confident, and I think they're going to want to unleash. And I think we might get something big. But I don't think James Gunn is going to Comic-Con, so I don't know. Let's see what who hating on you, Truth the Snyder Cult is. Everybody's hating on me, bro. Everybody's hating on me, but I fucking love it, bro. I fucking love it. All these people are so fucking sensitive, bro. People are so fucking sensitive, man. I wish I had Homelander's powers, man. I really do. If I had Homelander's powers, bro, it'll be game over, bro. It'll be game over. How about that new line from Superman we got today in the Strength trailer? Bro, that shit almost made me tear up, bro. That shit almost made me tear up. That was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal. I love that trailer, bro. The little teaser, whatever you want to, whatever they're calling it. That was cute. Again, I thought this was cute. Superman, David Cornsman hanging out with the pups. Adorable. Again, love it. I love the fact that they're showing, the more humane side of Superman, the caring side, the side that people want to see, the side people love. Again, I love this. This is awesome. I want more of this. This is what I want to see from Superman. I'm loving how they're handling Superman. It's almost like James Gunn and DC are literally repairing the image of Superman to the general audience. Because I feel like after the all Henry Cavill Zack Snyderverse, they're like, listen, that's not Superman. That was someone's interpretation of Superman. This is who Superman is. Let me show you this. And I feel like it's working. I feel like the general audience is kind of healing, like Superman is healing. And this is Superman. This is what I want to see. I love this. This is utter perfection. Chef's kiss. Love the marketing. That's what I want to see from Superman. That's what I want. Alex, after hearing the reaction about the first 30 minutes, I might need to take a week off. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Open a panel truth. It's Friday. LOL. People need Vigilante's verdict. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold up. I'll put the link in the chat. Let me see. Let's see. There you go. There you go. I hate that my fucking Twitter's locked, bro. That shit annoys me. That shit fucking annoys me. It fucking annoys me, bro. Yeah, 6 days and 23 hours. I gotta wait 6 days until I can return to Twitter. Fucking assholes. Fuck you, pieces of shit. Hungry Almighty was good. I know you think the Batman Part 2 is getting canceled, but let's say for the sake of hypothetical, it does not. What can DC do to maintain the DC hype post Superman while we wait for the DCU Batman? Well, they got Supergirl coming out next year, and they got Peacemaker coming out. Bigelow was good.
What's good, Truth? How you been, bro?
I've been good. What you up to?
Ain't shit, man. You know, just covering DC shit. You know, the whole week I haven't been talking DC nothing. I didn't really see much of shit. I just been binge watching Watchmen.
What the movie or the TV show?
Just everything.
Watch. You on that Rorschach shit?
I watched motherfucking The Ultimate Cut. Then I watched both the animated movies. Then I watched the series, and then I watched the complete motion comic.
Yeah, I saw the first animated movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. I honestly think, it's not really reading the graphic novel, but it's still the same shit. It's all the same pages from what I can tell. It's a lot better. I'll be honest with you.
Watchmen is dope, bro. Watchmen is fucking phenomenal. Did you see Did you see the new Superman teaser?
I did actually. I watched your reaction on it, and I seen it actually itself.
What you think about it?
I think it's pretty good. I think it's good to see that there are fans out here that are really excited for this film. You know what I mean? There are high hopes for it, high anticipations, and I think it's gonna be good. I'm not putting all my chips on it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the bomb, the greatest movie of all time. And then, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm just gonna keep my expectations reasonable, and then we're gonna see.
Yeah, I hope it's good, man, because I've been loving everything I've seen so far. I think at the very least it'll be good because James Gunn, for the most part, makes good movies. Even if I don't like them, everybody else does. So right. So I'm like, all right. Even if I don't like it, but everybody else does, I'll take that as a W because that means we're gonna get more Superman films. So we get more DC films. It'll be successful, and that's what that to me is the ultimate goal. I want these films to be successful. So I think it will be, but again, it all depends on the reviews, which is coming out July. I know the press screening is July 7th, and they get to talk about it the next day, July 8th. So that's gonna. I'm curious, man. I'm curious to see what they're gonna say, because if the word of mouth is not great, then I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be fucking Man of Steel all over again, bro. It's like, no.
Man, are you ready for this shit?
Bro,
Holy shit!
if it's Man of Steel all over again, I'm out, bro. I'm out. I
Out.
can't take this. I don't have the energy for that shit. I don't have
Yo,
the energy.
I said it in my video. If this shit is trash or I catch you doing some crazy, I'm pulling your fucking card fast. I mean, you, James Gunn, I'm pulling your card, homie. Because what the fuck?
We're coming for James Gunn, bro. We're coming for you, bro. That's it. It's a
We
wrap.
on your ass. The
I
pre-sales
like.
sound promising. The pre-sales do sound promising, but here's the thing: that's not the end-all, be-all. That's not the solidification that this movie is going to do well. No, it word of mouth still has to pass around. So if the word of mouth goes around and it's going around as it should be, then yes, this movie will profit. You know, whether if it'll make $1 billion or not, I don't know. I think it'll profit on the positive.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But if it doesn't, I don't think it's going to bomb hard like Flash.
Yeah.
But it's going, it's, you know what I'm trying to say, Truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because I know a lot of people didn't like the Flash movie. They just didn't think it was a good movie. But I think this is going to be a good movie, and I think people are just waiting for word of mouth. Like how is it? Like, is it good? Like, should I waste my money on this shit? And if people say like it's really good and it's Superman, obviously the IP is strong. So I think people are going to be excited. And people are excited about it. I think people just want this to be good. I think like that's what everybody's hoping for. To just please be good. Please,
Yes.
We want a good Superman movie. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, genuinely. I mean, like, I'll be honest. I'll go outside and then, like, without me talking about it, I won't hear much about it. I'll be honest with you. That's just me being 1%. But that's just my area.
Yeah.
That doesn't really mean shit. You could go outside. It might be different for you. We're both in the same state, but I'm more in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, not literally, but like I'm more up there. So it's like, for me and you, it's going to be a little bit different, but everybody knows, like up here, that DC's still putting out movies and shit. There's just not many people like me up here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you're not really going to see Superman marketing. Like, you're not going to see a poster on the store like that. You got to go to like Walmart or some shit like that to see something like that. You know what I mean?
I've seen Superman everywhere. The marketing has been just all over the place. I can't escape this nigga.
Yo, and it should be too, because listen, you're putting all this money into the movie, and if nobody knows about it, you're not gonna make money. So like, you need to do that. But you know what it is too. You want to know why everybody's been saying, "Oh, what's wrong with the marketing? What's wrong with the marketing?" Notice how Man of Steel 2 was marketed, right? Man of Steel 2. Oh God, that's what it is, right? Notice how Man of Steel was marketed, right? Like, it was all over the place. Like, even the U.S. Army marketed it. Now look at the numbers, cost, production, marketing, and all that. That's like $500 million, Truth. That's why they got 42 million profit off of Man of Steel. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So putting it down like that, they're scared to put so much money out into the marketing, and then they don't get that money back per se. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why everybody's like, "Oh, what's wrong with the marketing?" What? No, they're just dialing back on that shit because they spent way too much promoting that shit. They got so much sponsors and fucking people, talking about these things, and they're wondering why they didn't get the money they wanted. You're wondering why you got BVS instead of Man of Steel 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Warner Brothers just did not know what the fuck they were doing. That's why.
No.
That was a whole another issue.
Right. I think right now they're doing okay. Not Warner Brothers, but DC Studios in terms of marketing Superman. They're doing all right. I don't think it's bad. I mean, it could be in other places, but that costs more money. And from somebody who's looking at it on a business aspect, you don't really want to put that much money out there if it's not going to come back. So, you kind of want to be minimal as possible, but be as reasonable as possible, because you're not going to produce shit. Or,
See, what happens if the movie only makes 600 million, but everyone loves the movie? That's fine. They'll be happy with that. They'll be happy with that. It's the first out of the DCU, and if it's good, then I think Supergirl will benefit even more, because everybody loves Superman. And then what's the next DCU movie? Supergirl. It's like, oh well, Superman was dope. Let's go see Supergirl. And if Supergirl's dope, I think Supergirl may even outperform Superman. It just might.
Who knows? I mean, because everybody knows about Superman. It's not that they don't like him, but it's not their thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell my sister about Superman all the time. And it's just like, yo, she likes it, respects it, but it's not something she's avidly chasing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not even Supergirl. It's just, you know, that type of stuff just might not be everybody's thing. That's also true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like fans, not just people, fans need to remember that. Not everybody's interested in, you know, cape shit. It is what it is.
Yeah. I wonder how Fantastic Four is gonna do. I'm praying for Fantastic Four. I got my tickets. I hope it's good, bro.
I do hope it's good, but I'm my hopes are down. I don't like Pedro as Reed. I'm sorry. That's bothering me. That is bothering me.
Joel's about to get dusted again, bro. He's about to get dusted. Can't take this thing. Wait, so the marketing for the movie is less than Man of Steel. If so, that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because back then with Warner Brothers, they put so much money into promoting this shit. Like, again, they got the U.S. Army to sponsor Man of Steel. That's not cheap. That's not cheap. And then you got not only that, but other outlets, like famous outlets. Like I won't confirm and say American Red Cross, but like it's shit like that that'll smallly, you know, promote the movie, have his symbol in the background or some shit. You know what I mean? Like all that shit costed a lot of money, bro. And I feel like they're just trying to dial back on that shit.
I know, because I know I've seen the promotion in fucking in Paris, and obviously they just did Manila in the Philippines. They're promoting Superman. So I mean, and I think they're coming here in New York. I think like on July 10th or July 9th, one of those shits. I'm trying to find out where they're gonna be at, because I'm like, if they're in the city, I'll fucking hop my ass over there, bro. Like I'll be like, I'll wait in line.
Gonna be, you know, they're probably gonna be like, you know, that Hollywood area, because you know New York City, they don't have a Hollywood, but they have a Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, y'all do have that. It's just not it's not like LA, if that makes sense. But there are there. You will be able to see them, but you gotta be on some paparazzi shit.
I'll be stalking these niggas. I'll be hiding in the shadows and shit. Like, yo, what's good? Is that Rachel over there? Yeah, that's Rachel.
Like fucking Batman. Excuse me, James Gunn. You want to sign my Superman shit?
Like James Gunn, this movie better not be trash. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't fuck with me, James. I'm coming for you, bro.
I will flip shit. I will make this nigga young again. I will smack this motherfucker.
I don't trust Marvel anymore, and add in the fact that I was never that into Fantastic Four. Me neither. But I've always liked. I like the movies for the most part. They were fine. But I was never a huge Fantastic Four fan. But I do like the trailer. The trailer looks good, so we'll see. And they got fucking Galactus, right? So at least they did that.
They got Galactus. He looks good. He looks like something Jack Kirby would have done. You know, he was high off fucking 3 mountains of cocaine. That's some shit that looks like Jack Kirby spit out if it was today. I'm not gonna lie. This is my opinion. Obviously, you know, he's got his own vision. You know, he did his own thing with that. He actually created this guy. But if you ask me, it gives me them Kirby vibes. I want to see that. I want to see him. And I'm not a Galactus fan at all.
Yeah, me either. I don't know anything about Galactus.
To be real with you, I'm only 25. So like when the other shits came out, I was 5'7". So like I didn't know about motherfucking Galactus. I knew about the Thing though, and Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic. You know, those are my guys. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, my parents brought the movies home. I don't know, like me seeing that shit, hearing about this nigga, you know, it's good to see that instead of a Storm.
Yeah. Fantastic Four may be good, but I know it doesn't have the type of hype of our alien Jesus Superman. Now, but for real, there's a lot of money to be had by all 3 movies. Oh, you talk about Fantastic Four, Superman, and Jurassic Park. I keep forgetting about Jurassic Park. Oh, yeah, that's coming out too. I'll wait to see how that one is.
Why does everybody think that because Jurassic Park is in the same month as both of them, nobody's going to see the other two? Like,
yeah, a lot of people are gonna, and Jurassic Park comes out first, so people are gonna see that. People are gonna check that out.
Right, like, you know, and that's like a few weeks from Fantastic Four and 2 weeks from Superman. You know, like pay periods, they recycle. You know what I'm saying? And if people are movie fans, they're gonna go back and see this shit, and then the next one.
Yeah,
like that's the point of cinema. That's the point of theaters.
So, William, the best promotion is and always will be word of mouth. Yeah, I agree.
It's true.
I agree. That's why I'm hoping, man. Superman is great. If Superman is great, I'm like, all right. Whew, we got that covered. People seem to like it, so I was like, all right. And now we wait. Now we wait to see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 2025 Superman, 2026 Supergirl, 2027 Batman and Robin, 2028 Wonder Woman, 2029 World's Finest, 2030 Justice League. That's my prediction. Yeah, I can see that happening for sure. I can see that.
You forgot one thing that's not related to the DCU, but I will let you slide, young one. I will let you slide, young one. You know what I'm saying, it's okay. We're focused on the DCU. I understand 100%. But we just not gonna forget about on Vengeance. We ain't gonna forget about that, nigga. I don't care. That shit's still happening.
Oh, the Batman Part 2.
I think it is. I think they're gonna.
I hope so.
I think they're gonna do these 2 movies, and then that's it. They're not gonna do nothing else. They ain't happening.
So apparently, Matt Reeves is gonna turn in his script on Monday. Apparently, so we'll see. We'll see. We will wait.
Shit, I really do wonder. Who's gonna direct this motherfucker.
For the Batman Part 2.
Yeah, because like I guess he stepped down from directing, but he was still gonna write the script, which he's doing. I don't know. I'm kind of concerned.
Sir.
Kind of concerned.
Prayers up for Matt Reeves, bro. Prayers up.
It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But imagine you see the fucking text on Tuesday or Wednesday or some, not the text, but like the post. Zack Snyder confirmed to direct the Batman.
Hell no, that's never gonna happen.
Oh my god, that would have broke the internet.
Yeah, well, like, that ain't happening, bro. That ain't happening.
Somebody a little bit more smaller, somebody Matt Reeves knows. I think it's gonna be like one of his recommendations. I don't think it's gonna be a known one, though. Could be wrong, but
yeah, we'll see. I still think, like, if it's gonna happen, which I doubt, I still think Matt is gonna direct it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
again, like, I'm not gonna fucking fall out of my chair if fucking I go on Twitter and read breaking news: Matt Reeves has stepped down from the Batman Part 2 was canceled. Like, I told you.
Right. No, I guess I don't know how this shit flew under your radar. I'm surprised you ain't catch this shit, but I remember seeing this shit and it was from Discussing Film, and yeah, he stepped down from directing. He's not directing it no more. So that I feel like that's why. Yeah, no, he's not directing Part 2 anymore because of everything that was going on. He still had to write the script and everything like that. So yeah, that, and for ever since on then, nobody's heard anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a little concerning, but at the end of the day, we shall see. I mean, we still got Part 1. I'm not mad at it. You know
we got the Penguin. Let's see. This is Superman needs to be at least an 8 out of 10 level good. I'm taking Cap, Winter Soldier level good, First Avengers movie level good, Civil War level good, etc. Yeah, it just needs to be a good Superman movie. It needs to be a good movie. If people like it the same as Guardians of the Galaxy films, then we're in good shape. It's like, all right, because those movies are beloved. People fucking love those movies. So if it's as good as those movies, then Warner Brothers is very happy, and I'm happy because I love those movies too.
Look, and I said it. I said this earlier today. Said it before. I'm going to say it again. Story is king. You know what I mean? You have to make sure what you're writing and the story that you're telling is, actually it's not only just good but digestible for just about anybody. Anybody can read this story and understand what is going on and appreciate it for what it is. I personally feel like when DC tries to tell different stories with Superman, like, notice how everybody loves Absolute Superman, right? But that's nothing like what you think of Superman or what I think of Superman. Superman in general, right? But like, he's not a bad one. He's not a bad guy, actually. He's just a little bit more jaded. He's in a universe that was created by Darkseid's energy. You know what I mean? But then you compare that to, like, let's say Injustice comic Superman, not Injustice game. That's a different story. That's a different writer. But the comics, they're a little bit different. They try to do because they knew they were a comic. They knew they were writing a comic. So you got to, kind of got to give them a little bit of leeway. But at the same time, it was hammered in. Like, they really wanted to make it where it was like Batman and Superman were adversaries. Superman was not for nothing. You know what I mean? And that's why, it didn't really come off well to everybody. Whereas Absolute Superman does. he's more of a rebel than he is a hero. And just as Superman, it's not that he was a tyrant or a conqueror. No, I just feel like, especially the comics, if the story was spent on just a little bit longer, you would have been fine. Man of Steel too, Man of Steel as well is what I mean. Man of Steel,
Yeah.
BVS, all you had to do was focus on what the hell you were doing, be consistent with that, and if you're doing a shared universe, share with that. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody, what is the word? Coexist and interact. You know what I'm saying? Let the world interact with them in a way reasonable. They just missed the mark on most of the shit, and that's why it didn't land well.
I agree. Preaching to the choir.
Preach to the choir. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But people who's gonna be watching this video, they didn't. That's why I say it.
100%. Do you think Brainiac should be the big bad of this Chapter 1 6-year plan, then save Darkseid for a future project? Well, I do think that Brainiac is going to be one of the main villains for sure. 100%. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
and Darkseid obviously is going to be saved later.
Yeah. Either way, I feel like one of them is going to be first and second.
Yeah.
It could be like not the MCU, because they started with Loki and then teased Thanos and then went with Ultron. But if they start with Darkseid and go with Brainiac, it's kind of similar, but not really, because you're starting with somebody who's top notch. Like Darkseid's no joke.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if he's in Chapter 1, he's not going to die, and if he does,
no, I don't know. They ain't killing Darkseid.
If he dies, this isn't like Thanos. Like, oh no, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm gonna react to that. Like, Thanos is one thing. Like, I'm pretty sure he does die. Like, you know what I mean? And death brings him back eventually.
Yeah.
But Darkseid, not necessarily. I don't really recall Darkseid's greatest death or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Because I think in like one of the comics, fucking Batman shoots Darkseid with a bullet, which was fucking crazy. It was crazy,
and apparently at first it was they both killed each other, but then DC'd and Batman didn't kill Darkseid. Darkseid didn't actually kill Batman. The Omega Beam sent Batman back in time. Whole bunch of crazy shit. This shit damaged Darkseid. I don't know what the fuck. Probably made him lose his memory or some shit. The one thing I will say is that, look, I haven't read every single one. Obviously, I don't think anybody has, but like, the one thing I'm learning about these shits, especially Marvel and DC, when it comes to deaths and everything like that, this shit's crazy. And it's not ever a mainstay. So.
Let's see. The Reeves Batman will be delayed or canceled, which is why I put Batman and Robin in 2027. Maybe again, that could happen. It could happen. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, Batman. I do think they might change the title. I don't think it's gonna be called Batman Brave in the Bold. I do think Batman and Robin seems simple and easy. Like just do it.
Yeah.
I know they don't want to do like the fucking Joel Schumacher Batman and Robin, but that was fucking years ago. That was in like 90s. Come on, bro. We got to move off of that shit.
No, right. I think I don't know how that titling would, because there's what else are you gonna call it? The Batman and the Robin? Are you gonna confuse people with Robert Pattinson's Batman with?
Yeah. Just call Batman and Robin.
You could probably do Dark Knight and Boy Wonder, or fucking Cape Crusader and Boy Wonder. If you want to like stay away from the Schumacher shit, that's what I suggest. But other than that,
that would be a good title for the DCU Batman sequel, Batman the Caped Crusader. That title sounds dope.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let's see. Since Gunn changed Superman Legacy to Superman, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow to Supergirl, what if they changed Brave and the Bold to Son of Batman? Like the animated movie, Batman and Robin is already taken. But that was like years ago, and they can do whatever they want. They own the fucking IP. If they want to call it Batman and Robin, then just call it Batman and Robin.
They can do whatever they want, really. At the end of the day, I mean, like I said, if they really want to stay away from that Schumacher shit, they might do shit like Batman and Son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that way, because you don't really hear that with Batman and Robin. When the old school people think Batman and Robin, that's Dick Grayson they think about. They're not thinking about Damian Wayne. So when you do Son of Batman, which they already did with the animated movie, or Batman and Son, you're kind of introducing a new character, but not really in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Final Crisis is all about Darkseid dying. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Thank you.
I get the feeling Gunn doesn't want the Batman Part 2 as it will cause confuse the general public that doesn't read the books and don't care about the multiverse. I'm sure they talked about that aspect for sure. I'm sure they thought about that. It's like, it does feel. I think it all depends on how Superman does. If Superman does okay, then I think they're gonna want to put a rush on the Batman Part 2. If Superman is amazing and fucking just crushes box office, I think James Gunn is gonna be like, hey, listen, Matt, bro, I want to do my Batman, and maybe you could fucking produce my movie.
I think Matt Reeves will work with James either way, whether Batman Part 2 or the crime saga is finished or not. That's what I think. Because Matt Reeves is that good. He has a relationship with not only Warner Brothers, but now DC Studios. So, and also, if the rumors and the talks are maybe Zack Snyder will one day come back and work with James Gunn on something else, who's to say Matt Reeves won't?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what
and the Batman Part 2 may happen. You never know. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the L. It happened. They actually do it.
And yo, if it gets canceled, I'll take that L. You'll see my video. It's done. It's done. Gone.
Prayers up to Don, bro. Prayers up to Don. He's going through it.
Prayers.
R.I.P. Batman, bro. R.I.P. Pattinson.
R.I.P. Pattinson.
Batman and Batman Robin dynamic duo similar to Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. You talking about the titles? Yeah, they sound similar.
Yeah, I mean,
Darkseid also died in the Justice League animated series, and that's why his return in Justice League Unlimited was so crazy. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I'm kind of
he's like fucking uber Darkseid.
He died in Justice League animated. No shit.
I think in the first season.
Because I remember Justice League Unlimited, the last episode, Lex Luthor essentially saved Superman and said, "Yo, bruh, I got the anti-life equation." Darkseid was like, "Word?" That's like, how it ends.
Are we doing that now?
Lex Luthor comes back like, "Yo, I love that show. I'm sorry, I love it."
That show's fucking phenomenal, bro.
That show was great.
like that to me is the blueprint for how to do the DCU. That's how you do it. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, modern day take DC. That's how I envision it always. Because a lot of these characters, Batman and Superman especially, they're almost 100 years old now.
Yeah,
20 years away from that shit.
And fucking fans want to see that shit. Like they've been wanting to see the DCU and the DC animated universe in live action. Like that's how you do it. We want to see like world's finest, like on the fucking cartoon. Like that's what we want to see.
Yeah, we need that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, because I was on the hellscape of X, and I've seen a lot of criticisms of how Metropolis looks a little bit more modern and not what we expected. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of feeling that way, but at the same time, I didn't see the movie, so I don't want to cement that until I see the entire scope of it. At least the Daily Planet. If the Daily Planet, stands out, that's the only Metropolis looking shit in that city, that might be a problem for me. But like there's a few things that make it feel like Metropolis, like they do with Gotham, I'll be fine with that. You know what I mean? Because I realize, these type of cities, it's hard to replicate one for one. Can't really, because let's face it, Metropolis, that would probably be like a $200 million production alone. 100%. If you really want to be faithful to that. That's a futuristic city. So,
if fucking Gotham, I want to see like the dark red skies, like in the fucking animated series.
That's a little bit more. That's a little bit more doable. You can do that because not everything is futuristic. You know what I mean? But with Metropolis, it's like you either have to do full CGI, that like no full CGI, and you have to put the money into that in order for it to make it look real. Otherwise, you're gonna get Megalopolis.
Oh
That shit
god,
looks cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I feel like it's a little off. I mean, we probably could have worked a little longer on the.
I didn't even see that shit. I didn't even. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Same guy who directed Godfather directed that. Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
They should just integrate the Batman Part 2 into the DCU like how Marvel did Iron Man. Nah,
Hell no.
I want to see Robert Pattinson.
Hell no.
Nah, I'm good on
Hell
that.
no.
I'm good on that.
Yo, oh fuck. Truth. Try to pull up Pattinson real quick. Try to pull up Pattinson real quick because I gotta make a point. I have to make And I can't believe they locked your Twitter. What the fuck? Why?
Some fucking troll.
God damn it.
Like True said this, and I was like, y'all niggas are so fucking sensitive. Oh, y'all niggas are bitches, bro. Can't stand y'all niggas.
Great whores, bro. So you mean to tell me this nigga, who's been Batman for 2 years, angry as fuck, you know, everything's young, right? Like everything is new. Like everything about him is new. This motherfucker does not know how to be Batman yet in the way that we want him to be. How do you expect him to run around with a kid?
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense because it's supposed to be younger Batman.
This is a younger Batman. It's not going to flow right. Now, if it was more like, yo, if you were to even bring Christian Bale in, I would agree with that before this.
Yeah. Because
that is believable. There's actually a story there. He has history. You can fairly say he's been Batman for 10 years before this guy. So
and it's like, how the fuck do you explain Damian Wayne? Like,
right.
Unless you do like a fucking like a 15-year time jump where Pattinson is integrated to DCU. And it's like, okay, like what happened to Catwoman? What happened to Penguin? What happened to Joker? It doesn't make any sense.
Now I feel like some of these guys who say that, they're probably just saying abandon the idea of Batman and Robin. And I mean, okay, but no, because Robin is just as important to Batman. You know what I'm saying? It's not always Batman and Alfred. You know what I mean? It's Robin too, or it's Batgirl, or it's Nightwing. And people got to realize that. People got to know this shit.
And James Gunn, he doesn't want Pattinson. Like he wants his own Batman. Like he has someone in mind for his Batman.
I would too. I would try to find somebody new too. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have somebody set. Like I've been looking at everybody's fan cast, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like all you really needed is a 6'1", 6'2" white guy, blue eyes, black hair. You know, with the, you know what I'm saying? It's not really that hard. Somebody who kind of looks like Clark Kent, but if he was rich, born in Gotham, without the curl. It's not.
Fucking releasing the Batman Brave the Bold 2027 allows Matt to finish his trilogy because Batman and Robin wouldn't require a sequel anytime soon because you can use Batman and Robin in other projects. Example: World's Finest, Teen Titans, Justice League, etc. I mean, yeah. Again, it all depends on what James Gunn wants to do. You know.
Hello.
Fucking Andrew, what's going on, Andrew?
What's going on, my boy?
bro popped out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell?
I looked, I was like, what? Oh shit.
Are you there, Andrew?
I'm here.
Okay, what's going on?
Not much.
Chill.
What was up?
Chilling.
Yes.
Are you excited for Superman, Andrew?
Heck yes.
Did you get your tickets?
I did.
Oh yeah. Are you seeing it on the 10th?
Actually, I'm doing the early screening July 8th.
Oh, that's cool. Don't fucking spoil it either.
Don't worry, I won't.
It's easy saying the DC Batman played by Pattinson isn't a different Batman, and the DCU Peacemaker is already doing that.
Here's the thing, like Pattinson ain't getting any younger.
Yeah, which is funny because he's supposed to be playing a younger Batman, but Pattinson's like fucking 40 years old.
Yeah, I'll look up his age.
But he was like 38 when he first signed. What the fuck?
All right, so he's 39.
He's pretty convincing.
Yeah, he's 39.
Like,
crazy.
If it was
when
like
he played
Robert
Batman,
Bro,
he was 36.
He was 36
in 2022.
Okay, I mean that's not that bad. It's
Yeah,
fucking,
he's still young.
you know what I mean? Like it's not that bad, but I get it. He's 40 now, but if he was 50, I would agree with that. I would 100% agree with that because then shit starts to show. He starts to get the silver
I
box.
think my point is like I don't think he's going to want to have to wait so much longer because he got other projects to do.
That's true. That's true. He might be right, but I ain't gonna lie. That Batman money though, nobody's gonna turn that away.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to turn that away. It's like Star Wars too.
If they do it right,
Mark Hamill already left the franchise.
Mark Hamill, yeah. Did they kill him off?
Oh God. Mark Hamill 20 years ago, that's fine. But Mark Hamill now, I don't want him. I'm sorry, I know.
They did him dirty, bro. They did him dirty.
Not only that, he's just a different dude now. I'm all set.
If they do it right, Batman and Robin could be dope as hell. It could be dope as hell. I'm excited for it. I want to see what they do with it.
Look, they need one guy that's been on all the Batman movies since Burton, and that's Michael Uslan. That's it.
Oh, I know the guy.
Michael Uslan. He's like he's like Batman connoisseur. He's
been following every Batman project since the first movie.
Yeah, he's never gonna leave.
As long as he's there, I think I'll be all right. I think we'll be fine.
You know, that reminds me. I saw that they're already starting the world tour premiere for Superman.
Yeah, they started in the Philippines.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Like, yeah, start in the Philippines.
Worldwide, baby. We got to get worldwide.
And I saw the projection openings are like around like the 125 million.
Yeah.
There's $10 million in pre-sales. The Batman had 7.7 million.
Superman,
that means Batman sells more.
Batman, look, it's crazy because Batman usually keep the lights on. Superman just came in, hands on his hips, like I got this, bro.
Because Superman looks dope. That's why we want to see this shit.
He does. Yeah. He does look.
This
cool.
could be the one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He does look cool. I just hope it's great. I really do.
Speaking of, I saw a video of David Cornsweet in a People magazine interview, and he spoke very highly of Christopher Reeve.
Oh yeah, of course. He fucking loves Christopher Reeve.
I don't find any like real person. I never met a real person that didn't like Christopher Reeve. Like
he's like fucking beloved. Everybody loves that dude.
Like he was Superman. You know what I mean? Not only that, but it was.
Speaking of, back of that poster, doesn't that look similar to the original Superman 1978?
Yeah, it does. I love this fucking poster. I fucking love this poster.
Took the background. They took the background.
Yeah, and the pictures on the bottom.
And then they put him on it. You know what I mean? Because Christopher Reeve was never on the poster before. It just said, "You'll believe why."
Well, I mean, there were like him on the poster of him flying.
No, yeah, I get that. But in terms of like the official poster, where you know what I mean, like most times you look up Superman the movie, like it'll just be that sky, the Superman symbol, and it'll say, "You'll believe a man can fly." It looks like.
I hope this comment is true.
Yeah, it looked like that mixed with what James Gunn is doing. I kind of like how he's trying to pull from the classics. I like that.
Yeah, I remember that post he made of showing like different medias he was adapting. Some of them being like the Max Fleischer cartoons, the All-Star Superman, even the 90s Bruce Timm animated series.
Yes. See, we need to see that last one.
I mean, it worked for Peacemaker. I guess it could work with Pattinson, but all the same, if not, then whatever, I'll get over it. I mean,
I guess.
Let me put Pattinson in the DCU. James Gunn is like, nah, fam. We ain't doing that, bro.
But I'll be honest with you, not for nothing, but just real quick, when you hear Peacemaker talk about Batman, do you think he's talking about Ben Affleck? Because let's be real.
Who knows? I think it's his own Batman.
I don't know. He was dropping bodies he was badass. Random niggas. There's no way Peacemaker heard.
Yeah, Ben Affleck slammed the crate against the guy's head.
Bro, and rock bottom a nigga. There's no way Peacemaker heard all of that and was like, yeah, he's a bitch. No, he's talking about somebody else. That's why it kind of works. Whereas this. And
yeah, why was the Justice League in the finale the Snyder versions?
They were in the fucking shadows too. Or you saw fucking Flash and Aquaman. That's some bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie, I was fake hype. I was hoping like
now season 2 are making these guys canon instead.
Yeah, that's true. well, fucking Jason Momoa is fucking playing Lobo and shit.
Yeah, I think that's for the best because he's more suited for that than Aquaman.
Yeah. He's gonna be a fucking dope Lobo too. I can't fucking wait to see that shit.
It's gonna be great.
Let's see. My hope for San Diego Comic-Con, if James Gunn is going to be there, official confirmation on The Brave and the Bold and Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2, release dates, and Lanterns footage. Yeah. Or like or maybe because I think, or maybe some Supergirl, maybe Supergirl. A Batman announcement would be dope. That shit would be crazy.
Maybe finally tell us who's the DCU Batman.
Yeah. I would love that. That would be like fucking breaking the internet.
Y'all want me to start crashing out now, huh?
Yeah, who's gonna follow that? The last two movie Batmans were Affleck and Pattinson. Who's gonna follow up after those?
Which Affleck and Pattinson?
Yeah, who's gonna follow up after those two?
I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna find out.
My man Truth really wants your boy Reacher, but I see the physique. I see the physique. I just don't know if I see the
my mom thought he's too big.
No, I would accept that. I would accept that. I would definitely accept that. Motherfuckers look at Batman and then Superman's like, yo, how the fuck are you bigger than this guy? He can lift the fucking building up.
Yeah, like I said, the dude's massive.
Bro, he's a fucking giant. Like, man, I would rather see him as Thor.
Thor.
Yeah, maybe he can do Thor better than what Chris did.
Yeah, the dude is fucking huge, bro. But again, I think like Batman, he's supposed to be huge, especially like in this universe.
Oh my God.
Like in this universe, he's supposed to be like fucking. I'm assuming he's gonna be like fucking cartoonishly big.
Well, I read somewhere that
James
Gunn said he wants to make his Batman different from Pattinson's, but not too campy and silly.
Yeah. Which I like that. I want a dark Batman, but not too dark.
I think the best Batman we should have is something similar to the 90s animated series.
Oh, the Bruce Timm? Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I think they should try to adapt that car into live action. I'll be honest. They might. I don't think it's going to. I want it to be real, and I think there are like some prototypes out there, like of the real 90s Beats has car. I just don't know if Warner Brothers DC Studios is going to have the finances and the metal to do something like that.
You know, fun fact, I remember one person saying that the best real life comic Batman was from this YouTube channel called Bad in the Sun. He's played by Kevin Porter.
Andrew,
I've seen those videos.
Andrew, let me tell you something. They're not wrong. You want to know why? Because this nigga crossed every multiverse. And
he was the Punisher. He was Flashpoint Batman.
Bro, this nigga's fought Darth Vader.
And he's fought Deadpool. And he's fought Wolverine.
Bro, insane. I love Bat in the Sun. Everybody in the live, you never heard of Bat in the Sun, like the sun in the sky?
I remember Spider-Man fighting Darth Maul.
Yo, that shit is what they do is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good looking shot there. I seen Reacher in that interrogation scene. He's not Batman.
Honestly, you know what he could be? Grifter.
What?
Which one?
Because Grifter. He's not really that known. I guess you could say he's like Red Hood, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, but he's got the look and the physique. Grifter's tall as Batman, kind of as muscular. You know, he's got the blonde hair. I don't know. I think he could do it.
He would be a bad choice. I wouldn't mind that. You think there's any chance Reeves takes the Batman 2 streaming on Max as a series? That would be kind of dope, and the stories could go deeper.
They kind of did that with the Penguin.
Yeah, and I don't think they want to take Batman like and put him on a TV show. I think they want to put him in movies.
There hasn't been a Batman-centric TV show since Adam West.
They can't do it. They can't do it because
I mean, no wonder the CW and the
live action Batman actually belongs to Fox as of right now.
Yeah, we haven't had a live action Batman show since Adam West.
Yeah, so let me break it down to you like this. Because Gotham, remember Gotham?
Yes, I remember.
Gotham started in 2015. It ended
2014.
Point further. You need when you buy rights from somewhere, you need to make shit within 10 years. Otherwise, they got to go back or they're going public, whatever the case. I'm not public, but they're going back.
I mean, I remember in the finale giving us a glimpse of Batman with a cheap ass bat suit.
No, that shit was terrible. That shit was terrible.
I have different opinions, but
and a Joker with no green hair.
I'm ratioed out, so I'm not gonna argue. I thought it was cool, but it is what it is. But
even though I like the Joker, but still,
I thought he was good. But because of that, Fox still has the rights to Batman, so that's why you didn't see the Batman in the Penguin. That's why you haven't gotten a live action Batman series, because of the simple fact that Fox still owns Batman for the TV.
That was Warner Brothers owns the rights.
No, Warner Brothers doesn't own the rights. Not for TV Batman.
Oh, I get it.
TV Batman and movie Batman are two different things. Remember Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
That was Fox.
Oh,
that was Fox.
Yeah, because most of the times, like in the Arrowverse, he was just behind the head or in the shadows and all that.
That's why. That's why you
got Gotham Knights that killed him.
That's why. That's why you got Arrow instead of Batman, because DC or Warner.
I remember they gave Ra's al Ghul to Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Ra's al Ghul Green Arrow. That was pretty cool.
Did too. I did. Even Deathstroke. Deathstroke was great. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Deathstroke's a villain, not a Batman villain.
I felt like Deathstroke was a little bit too Aki. Like, I don't think Deathstroke is more slim, not slim, but like athletic. He's more athletic though. He's that guy. I think is Maru Bennett or something like that.
Maru Bennett.
He was fucking odd. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That guy could play Bane.
I think Deathstroke's more of a Teen Titans villain.
Which is a good choice. I think they should do like a new face, like how they did for Superman.
Yeah, like an unknown.
I would I'm curious to see who James Gunn casts. I'm curious.
Even though that's going to take a while. Wait, Fox owns the rights to live action Batman TV shows? How?
Yes, they do. Because again, sorry, I was reading that, lost in thought. So back in the 60s,
reason Arrow was basically Batman.
Adam West Batman, that's not Warner Brothers. That is Fox.
They distributed it.
Yes, they distributed that. So ever since then, there was even some animated shit that Fox has done. That's why they were able to keep the rights. And then in 2014, you got Gotham. Gotham ended in like 17, 19, one of those years, and it hasn't been 10 years yet. So Fox has to make something Batman related live action within 10 years or give it back to Warner Brothers.
How about actually give us a Batman show and not
give us a good Batman show, or
not to show him like behind the cowl or kill him off.
Right. Yeah, and again, that's why you got what you got in the Arrowverse and Gotham Knights and everything of the such, because of the simple fact of that reason alone. They had to go to Fox to get permission, and what's the point?
I mean, hell, if Superman can get a good TV show on the CW, why can't Batman?
He can. The problem is Fox. You gotta go to Fox, baby.
I mean, the CW gave us a kick-ass Superman show with Tyler Eklund.
Yeah, that show was dope.
It was great. It was fucking great.
And then James Gunn was like, "Nah, not happening anymore, bro.
Nah,
I got it from here."
I think it ended up on a good note.
My son pulled up on Tyler Hoechlin and was like, "I'm sorry, baby boy. I gotta put you to sleep."
Yeah, Derek Corson's like, "It's my turn now."
It's sad. My son actually died. Like, him and his wife actually died
together in their sleep.
Spoiler alert. I'm sorry for anybody who didn't watch that shit. But yeah, that happened.
Hey, at least that show gave us a finally accurate steal.
More than that.
Oh yeah, steal. That was pretty cool. I like it.
Was a good steal. That was a good.
They brought him back. They fixed him.
Yeah, they gave him the hammer and the cape.
The way he was described to by Superman when he took the boys to go train, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna show you John Henry Irons." He was like, "But it's just John. He's not that strong." He was like, "You don't know how close he came to actually killing me." So yeah.
Well, he had like the red sun on him, so that doesn't count.
Nah, but Superman actually said it in I think it was the end of season 3 or the beginning of season 4. I forgot which one it was, but he said that his suit is just as fast as him on his best day. Superman's words. At least that's Superman's words.
Okay then.
That's
Wow, look at this. Superman posing with dogs.
That's this actual dog too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like that shit. Crypto, what's crypto, bro?
Yeah, look at him in that suit.
I love that suit. The Batman Part 2 filming in January. Do you think that's true? I hope so. I hope so. We'll see.
Yo, I said it in again, another one of my videos. This year they're working on a script. Next year they're going to film. 2027, it's dropping.
There's the first movie premiere.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all fucking 30 minutes, bro. 30 minutes of footage. I want to see that shit.
Lucky bastards.
I want to savor that shit. I want to savor that. Give me everything all at once. I don't want to see no more nothing.
Yeah. When are you seeing it?
Huh?
When are you seeing it?
Shit, I still got to get my tickets. I've been working on other shit. I'm hoping and planning to see it sometime in July. Like some maybe a few days, a week or two after, sometime like that. So I do want to see it in theaters.
I wonder if, like, in this movie, they'll keep the tradition and have David Cornsweet do the shirt rip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think we're
getting that. We're getting that.
Cavill did it. He can do it. I don't think Cavill did it in Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong.
He did in Justice League.
He did it in Justice League. Or Zack Snyder's Justice League, but yeah.
Restore the Snyderverse.
Oh, yes.
You know, 3 years ago, Truth, me and you were saying those exact words. Now look at us. Now look.
but we
gotta move on, bro. Gotta move on.
We gotta go.
Let's see. So okay. So why doesn't Fox actually cast a live action Batman of their own for a TV show? And I mean an actual good Batman.
I mean, he's not wrong. Why don't they do that?
Well, oh yeah, you want me to throw salt in the wound? Y'all ready for this? Buckle your seatbelts. Guess who owns Fox? Take a wild shot in the dark.
Disney.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
and Disney owns Marvel.
So Disney owns the motherfuckers that owns Batman. So take from that what you will.
Well, look at that. Look at the Superman.
Let that salt seep into the wound for a minute.
I kind of admit. Let's just hope like he goes back to the traditional S and not the Kingdom Come symbol.
I like the Kingdom Come symbol. I think it's cute. I like that symbol.
Growing on me. I already see. I see the S. I can't. I can't watch them change that. No, James Gunn needs to stand on this now. Like, you got this. There's a statue. Nah, he's got to stand on this now. Like,
at least for a couple movies.
At the very least.
You know, I remember in like some of the TV spots. I remember in some of the TV spots they had David Cornsweet saying stuff like, "I was sent here to help the world be a better place. That is what I do. What I do."
Hell yeah!
Today, didn't it? Or not?
I think it came out like a week ago or something.
Other one like, my parents sent me here to serve the people of Earth, to be a good man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Bradley Cooper just exude his character from Phil and then tell the people of Krypton, be like, listen, we fucked up.
I'm surprised that all of the Krypton robots in the Fortress are basically his Guardians cast.
Alan Tudyk was in Guardians?
Yeah, Bradley Cooper, so. The guy who was Mantis, and Alan Tudyk.
Who the fuck was Alan Tudyk in Guardians?
Oh, yeah.
Was he like one of the creatures in Guardians?
I don't want the suit to change much as if he gets a second suit. I love the current
I don't think he was a big character. He's probably one of those weird fucking creatures like James Gunn was for 5 seconds. Because he is that versatile.
And the chick that plays Mantis, I want her to play fucking Mercy Graves. I think she'd be good at Mercy.
Really? Alexa's assistant?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Do you think that James Gunn in 6 years Superman should get another solo film like this one coming up and a third movie in Chapter 2 so that we finally get a Superman trilogy?
Oh,
well, I feel like if Superman, like I said, if Superman is like massive, then I feel like they're gonna want to do a sequel pretty soon.
You will get another movie within 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Bet that.
Maybe not by James Gunn, but by someone else.
You might get somebody else. I think James Gunn will still be, if he doesn't write or direct, he will be producing.
Seeing this hero of like Lex Luthor, if I compare this to like the other Lexus, I like that he's going back to the whole, I hate that this alien is making us humans look down weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the classic
This
Lex Luthor
got
does.
swag.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he basically like, I control Metropolis, Superman. You won't do anything to stop me.
Yeah, I own this shit. I got this shit. I love this Lex Luthor, bro. Like at least from what I'm seeing so far, I'm like, yeah, that's Lex. That's Lex being a fucking hater.
Superman,
like, yeah,
the most
him.
powerful being on planet Earth. I will not accept that.
Bro's a bitch. I love it. You gotta fucking love it.
Bro's a bitch. I
love that
He even
shit,
said
bro.
like, I'll kill the people who raised you as a child.
It was funny as hell because I didn't even really fan cast this motherfucker, but I did. Like, I just did a shot in the dark. I said Nicholas Hoult would probably do a good job. And then
He was originally going to be Superman before David came in.
Yeah, that is true. I think he auditioned for Superman and Batman and was turned down.
And then James was like, how about be Lex Luthor?
Yeah, how about you do this?
And he looks like fucking Lex Luthor too. So I'm like, yeah, that's fucking perfect casting. I like it.
It's good. It's good. He looks the part. He sounds. I mean, I feel like he is younger, so you're not gonna have that Clancy Brown, like that.
Yeah, the older.
80s. You're not gonna have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably more in the line of Smallville's Michael Rosenbaum.
Michael Rosenbaum. I've seen clips of him because I never actually sat down and watched Small through.
I am the villain of the story.
But I seen the clips of him. He's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny if you look at all the actors that play Lex. Nicholas Hoult and Kevin Spacey and Michael Rosenbaum are the only ones that actually stuck to being bald.
No, John Cryer too. Everybody just.
But other than that, most of the Lexes had hair.
Everybody forgets about he didn't. I don't think he had hair. He had just had a beard. But everybody forgets about John Cryer, Alan from fucking 2.5 Men, because he's
because they grow more to the guy that was on Superman and Lois.
Fucking Michael Cudlitz.
Yeah,
he was good. I liked him as Superman.
What was his name?
Fool in a cape, a lapdog.
That's Abraham from Walking Dead, I think. That motherfucker. He's also a cop with.
He was actually the first live-action Lex to wear the power suit.
Yeah, he actually wore that shit. It actually looked pretty cool too. I was like, yo, shit is dope.
He wore the power suit. John Cryer. I don't think Kevin Spacey did. I think
just the TV ones.
Yeah, it's really just TV shit.
I wonder if this Lex is gonna wear the fucking power suit.
I think we'll see.
I've seen some. I think we talked about it before, but I've seen people think like Ultraman underneath that suit could be Bizarro.
It could be. It could be
like a Superman clone. I mean, there was a shot in the trailer where he gets hit by someone with heat vision.
Yeah, it could be him. That shit would be dope. I would like to see a fucking Bizarro too, a live action Bizarro.
Imagine like we finally hear me.
I can see it already. Like and this is probably might be the only out of touch thing here, but like I could just see Superman ripping off the mask. It's David Corn Sweat, but his lips are sewn shut. Then he rips them open, and then is like, "Me am Superman."
Imagine David with that weird Bizarro makeup.
Oh man,
he's gonna do some shit. I don't know. The fact you called him Ultraman, I don't like. I just don't like it. I really don't.
At least this Lex won't be fixated on land. I agree.
No more real estate.
Let's fucking get away from that shit too.
Yeah, that was all the Donner version.
Yeah, they fucking try to copy fucking Richard Donner like way too many times. Like, bro, come on, let's fucking move on that shit.
I will admit there were some. Every time I looked at Kevin Spacey's Lex, there were some shots where he looked terrifying.
I might have a hot take here, but I felt like not Richard Donner, but like those people back then. Lex was used way too much.
Well, I mean, like
a little bit.
Superman 2, it was mostly Zod and his crew.
It was, but he was still in it, and he actually had a part into that. He had a chance to actually, be on Superman's side, but he stabbed Superman in the back. So
and he's like, I was with you all the time. It's like you fall into our trap.
like, come on, man.
What's this? First, Fandango's best first day ticket seller pre-sale 2025.
Yeah, it's doing well. I like to see that. So I hope they can keep up the fucking momentum.
These are all good things you want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, really look back on the movies that did well versus the ones that didn't. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't really pay close attention to the Batman because we knew it wasn't doing much, but we knew it was going to do well. And I mean, it's the guy from Twilight playing Batman. That's it.
The guy from,
let's be real.
Hey, every Batman casting had controversy.
You sell it as that. If they were to sell it as that, they probably would have still got the same amount of money. Because it's because of who that is.
With back in the Burton movies, it's like Beetlejuice is Batman.
Beetlejuice is Batman. The guy from Gone Girl.
And it fucking worked.
Everybody's
the guy from
actor
who was Patrick Bateman is Batman.
Patrick Bateman.
The fucking psycho.
Hey, Paul.
Oh God.
Fuck it, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you, Bigelow and Andrew, for stopping by, bro.
Anytime, man.
Having me, Truth.
And real quick, Bigelow, just share your channel where people can find you.
Just find me on here, same name, Dark Knight Bigelow. Just posted a fucking video. I'm new fish in this game, so any support is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, show love to our boy Truth here. You know, he hosts us, you know, whenever he can. You know, he's a busy man, so he does this when he could. And yeah, I'll see y'all in Gotham.
All right, y'all. Everybody in the chat, love y'all. Be safe. Thank you for showing up. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I'm sure that when the next Superman shit drops, I'll be on it.
Yes, sir. And if you're happy, I'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Good night.
All right,
yeah.